The earthquake didn't knock the building down. It just made it impossible to trust. Hairline fractures ran like veins along the living room wall. A picture frame fell and shattered. The landlord sent a message the next morning. Structural assessment pending, tenants advised to relocate temporarily. My daughter, Amira, thought it was an adventure the first night. We slept in the car in a grocery store parking lot because the aftershocks kept coming and I didn't want to be inside. She curled against me in the back seat and whispered, "It's like camping." I told her it was. By morning, her small voice sounded tired instead of excited. I called my parents. I rehearsed the request before dialing. Not emotional. Not dramatic, just temporary. A few weeks until the inspection cleared the building. My mother answered. "Oh," she said when I explained. "That's unfortunate." There was a pause long enough for me to hear the television in the background. Cartoons. My sister's kids must have been over already. "Can we stay there?" I asked. "Just until we know it's safe." Another pause. "Well," she began carefully, "space is tight." I pictured the house automatically. 4 bedrooms upstairs. A finished basement with a sectional couch and a ping-pong table that no one used. The game room, my father liked to call it. "My sister's kids are there?" I asked. "They're settled," she replied. "Routine is important for them." "Routine, Amira," I said. "A breath." "You can come," she said finally. "But only without the child." The words were delivered gently, as if that softened them. I didn't respond immediately. I looked at Amira, who was drawing circles on the fog car window with her finger. "Only without her." I repeated. "It's just not practical." My mother continued. "You know how your father feels about disruption." "Disruption," I swallowed. "She's 5, yes. And she's sensitive. This would confuse her. It's better if she stays with someone." There was no someone. My sister's children each had a bedroom. 2 of them had painted accent walls. The basement had a television larger than my kitchen table. No space for her. My mother said, as if summarizing. I let the silence stretch. "Noted." I said. It surprised her. I could tell. "That's all." That's all." I hung up before my voice could change. We found a short-term rental on the edge of town. 1 bedroom, small kitchenette, thin walls. It took most of my emergency savings, but it was clean. Amira liked the window seat. "Is Nana's house broken too?" she asked that first night. "No," I said, "we just needed our own place." She nodded, satisfied with the answer. Children don't interrogate what feels consistent. The next 3 days were logistical: school pickup rerouted, insurance forms, calls with the landlord. Aftershocks small enough to ignore but strong enough to remind. I didn't cry, not because I wasn't hurt, but because the shape of the hurt was familiar. Growing up, my sister's needs had been complex. Mine were manageable. She required accommodation. I required resilience. I had learned to be manageable. On the 3rd afternoon, my phone rang again. My father this time. "There's been an inspection," he said without greeting. The foundation shifted more than expected. They're recommending evacuation until repairs are assessed. I waited. "Insurance won't cover hotel stays immediately," he continued. "We'll need somewhere to go for a few days." The image assembled itself: my parents, my sister, her 3 children. 7 people. "And?" I asked. He said, clearing his throat. "Rental. It's temporary, yes." I said. "So we'll come there. Just until this is sorted." The request was framed as logistics, not apologement. "The lease is strict," I replied. "Occupancy limit is 3. That's ridiculous." "It's a contract." A pause. "You expect us to figure this out ourselves?" he asked. The question was sincere. I thought about the grocery store parking lot. The car seat folded down. My daughter's small body trusting me without question. "I assumed you would," I said evenly. My mother got on the line next. "We didn't mean anything by it," she said quickly. "About Amira. It was just space." "I understand," I replied. "Families help each other." She added. "I let that sentence sit. I said. I let that silence, this one heavier. "You're really saying no?" my father asked. "I'm saying the lease says no," I answered. That was the turning point, not loud, not dramatic. Just procedural. The same way they had framed their refusal, they scrambled for alternatives. My sister called once, frustrated more than apologetic. I kept my voice neutral. That evening, Amira and I sat on the window seat with takeout noodles. Are we going back home soon? She asked soon. I said. She leaned her head on my shoulder. I like it here. She added. I looked around the small room. The scuffed baseboards. The hum of a neighbor's television through the wall. It's ours for now. I said. Later that week, repairs were scheduled for my parents' house. They found a short-term rental across town, larger, more expensive, uncomfortable for everyone. My mother called again, her tone different. We should talk when this settles, she said. We can, I replied. There was regret in her voice, not dramatic remorse. Just recognition. I didn't feel victorious, I felt something steadier. For years, I had equated belonging with endurance. If I absorbed enough imbalance, I could remain inside the circle. But the earthquake shifted more than plaster. When my parents told me I could come without my child, they weren't just rationing space. They were ranking it, and I had answered accordingly. Weeks later, when our apartment was cleared as safe, Amira ran into her room like it was brand new. Home, she declared. I stood in the doorway and let the word settle. My parents eventually returned to theirs. We speak now, carefully. Schedules coordinated. Visits planned in advance. They have not repeated the offer to exclude her. And I have not asked for shelter again. The ground still moves sometimes, faint tremors underfoot. But I no longer mistake instability for love. When I said, noted, I meant it, and they did too.